As ECOWAS 7-day ultimatum expires, sanctions bite hard. Yoruba community in Niger lives in fear. Abi, yes, now say they are supporting Tinubu's government. Let them see what Tinubu government is putting Nigerians home and abroad. Exactly. Okay, they don't need to live in fear. Let them call on Tinubu to come and help them. That is it. Okay, because poverty does not know tribe, does not know age, does not know anybody, does not know boundaries. Yeah. So now, even as the 7-day ECOWAS ultimatum has expired, the ECOWAS led by Tinubu is confused. They don't know what to do as at this moment. And France is pushing, France, US, and Germany, they are pushing Nigeria to go and start a war with Niger. Why they will be able to sell their weapon and give their aid and say they are supporting. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. There is mounting anxiety and fear at the 7-day ultimatum issued by the ECOWAS to Niger's military junta to reinstate President Mohamed Bazoum of his military actions expired on Sunday. This is coming as President Bola Ahmed Tinubu met with the 5 governors of states that share boundary with Niger Republic on Sunday. The governors are Ahmed Ali of Sokoto State, Diko Dada Rada of Katsina State, Idris Nasser Gwandu of Kebbi State, Umar Namade of Jigawa, and Mai Mala Buni of Yobe State. The Bazoum government was toppled in July 26, following which the ECOWAS rolled out various sanctions and issued threats of military intervention if the military leaders failed to back down. ECOWAS Chief of Defense meeting. Okay, so at an emergency meeting last week, ECOWAS had asked the coup plotters led by General Abdul Rahman Tichani to reinstate the Bazoum or risk military intervention. Now, during the meeting, the ECOWAS had asked the Chief of Defense staff of member countries to meet and discuss the possibility of military intervention in the event of Nigerian soldiers failing to yield ground and comply with the demands of reinstating the sacked president. Speaking at the meeting, ECOWAS Commissioner for Political Affairs, Peace and Security, Abdel Fattah Musa, had said, "We want diplomacy to work, and we want this message clearly transmitted to them, the military, that we are giving them every opportunity to reverse what they have done. All the elements that would go into any eventual intervention have been brought out here and being refined, including the timing, the resources needed, and the how and where and when we are going to deploy such a force." National Assembly turned down Tinubu's request. Exactly. So while that is going on, ECOWAS chair and Nigeria's President Tinubu had notified the National Assembly last week of the ECOWAS resolution, including the possibility of troops deployment. But rather than giving an approval, the Senate advised Tinubu and ECOWAS to explore political solution to the crisis. Junta remains defiant, yes. However, with the expiration of the ultimatum on Sunday, the Nigerian military regime has remained adamant, okay, vowing not to succumb to pressure from the regional bloc, and even described the sanctions imposed by the people as illegal and inhumane. Now, while urging the Nigerian people to be prepared to defend their fatherland, the military leader got a boost from Burkina Faso, Mali, and Guinea, all under military regimes, who expressed their support for the new military regime in Niger Republic. And following closely on the heel of Tinubu's prayer to the Red Chamber, ECOWAS last week deployed 2 separate delegations to Niamey and the Niger's capital city, as well as Algeria and Libya. Now, while former head of state General Abdulsalami Abubakar led 3-man delegation, including Sultan of Sokoto, Saad Abubakar III, and President of ECOWAS Commission Omar Toure to Niger, Ambassador Babagana Kingibe was at the head of the delegation to Algeria and Libya, also on Niger's political crisis. Although fillers from Niamey said the Abdulsalami-led team could not meet the head of the junta, but the outcome of the visit was yet to be made public as at the time of this report. Because it didn't work now, the guy refused to meet with them, and they came back without result. Mission unaccomplished. Mission not accomplished. That is it. And sanctions are biting the Nigerians, okay? As the Ecowas seeks to pursue the next line of action, Blueprint gathered that the sanctions imposed by Nigeria and other member states opposed to the political crisis in Niger are beginning to bite harder. So that is exactly what is happening. Nigerians they are supporting their government, and there's nothing ECOWAS can do about it. That is the truth. There's exactly nothing ECOWAS can do about it. And even though US, France, and Germany are pushing Nigeria to go to war with Niger over this matter, the Nigerian Senate has turned down that request from the Nigerian president, and that is not going to work. They have been asked to go and seek political dialogue and find a way to reconcile it, and not going to war because of the implications. So there are a few comments here. Some people are also having their views, just like we know that Nigerians have had their views all along. Someone say going to war, not just story. We never chop finish. Now to go fight war when no concern us. Tinubu, give yourself sense. Make your paymasters not go use your head. Go carry waiting you no fit carry. E no concern you. I waited somebody they write for here for okay. I told you people last week that Tinubu can't do anything, as you all know. Yoruba people always make such much noise, boasting to pull down heaven. Even they know that their hands are very short. Can you imagine? I know say shame, you don't dey catch them now. This is what you get when you enter from back door. That be small thing, you know. Niger Presido, the guy himself, the original chief in command, fear not all those tickless bulldogs barking in vain. Can you imagine? This is what somebody is writing. Somebody said when there's frustration in the society, there must be coup. Exactly. And that is exactly why the Nigeria Republic went on coup. Because there's so much frustration. African leaders and Nigerian leaders are very terrible people. They can't help themselves on talk of helping their nations, and they want to go and help another country. Okay, the downfall of the France has just begun. Enough is enough for the cheating and feeding on African resources. Look at France national football team. It is full of black players. African leaders are just deceiving themselves for their selfish gains. Those are the problems. They are using the African leaders to continue to subdue African nations, and that has to stop. That obviously has to stop. Tinubu has brought hardship to Niger because of the interest of one man against the interest of the people of Niger, as well as our Nigeria citizens living there. It's bad. Okay, the political climate of Nigeria is currently cloudy. Why should Nigeria carry Niger's case on their head, and they're causing distraction to create fear among the helpless Nigerians? So our leaders, why? What have we done wrong? Not a small thing. Okay, so the truth is that these people are the Nigerians are supporting their coup, because they want to break loose from the influence of France. Meanwhile, France, Germany, US, and other Western world are pushing Nigeria to enter war, and after they will start giving stipends as aids during the war. That is not allowed. Let them go send their troops to Ukraine first to fight Russia. Then we know that they are serious people. They are always looking for a way to parcel out African land for themselves, and their end has come gradually. Okay, so that is what is happening here. That even as the ultimatum ECOWAS gave the Niger military junta has passed on Sunday, the Nigerians, especially the Yorubas in Niger Republic, are living in fear. Okay, and that is what is happening now. But there's nothing that can be done. because Nigerians and ECOWAS can't do jack in Niger Republic. So thank you for listening, and let's have your comment.